Basho would work, and he would watch TV. And when he came home at night, he would eat, then he would sleep. Then one day he said, "Life is just too plain. I wish something exciting would happen. I wish to be happy again." At that very moment, to Basho's surprise, he heard a loud rumble as he averted his eyes. All the chimps in the house ran to the window to see what had happened out there, but they couldn't believe. Coming through the sky was this great big beast. It was dark and it was scary and it looked really mean. It had 3 heads and 3 tails, and it had 4 feet. It hadn't much of a body. It was shocking to say the least. Honey turned to Basho and asked, "What will we do?" But Basho looked back like he hadn't a clue. Then an idea sprung to his head. He shouted, "Meet me outside," as he ran for the door and he flung it open wide. Honey followed after and said, "Chimone, stay there." Then she darted out the door. He said, "But that's not fair." Out on the roof, Basho collected bananas from the tree. He threw them down to Honey and he shouted, "Throw these." Then he jumped down to join her and they tried to slow it down. No matter how hard they tried, nothing worked out. From back at the house, they heard Chimone yell, "I know what to do. I know this beast well. I created him, you see, on the computer in my room, so please let me help, or we'll all be doomed." "Well, all right," said Basho. "Okay," said Chimone. "I'll tell you what I'll do, then I'll leave you alone. I'll run to the sky, I'll go in his home. I'll run past his timeline and climb up the wall. Then I'll hit a few buttons and try to delete it. I will be back soon. I'll try to be speedy." So he did just that, and he ran past the beast, and he climbed in the hole with such great haste. He ran across the timeline, down to frame 1. He latched on the wall, and began to climb some. Now back at the house, the beast was much nearer, as one of its heads turned toward Basho and filled him with fear. It got closer and closer. Hope began to diminish, and if Chimone didn't hurry, his parents would be finished. When Chimone reached the tip top, his hand pulled down a menu in which delete would be found. He pressed it, and presto, the beast disappeared. Then at that very moment, all the chimps cheered. "Hooray for Chimone," the chimps chanted as Chimone ran home. With a smile on his face, he ran right along, straight to his family and into their arms. They all smiled and hugged in one big family hug. No more worrying about that beast with the plugs. "Be careful what you wish for," Basho whispered to himself, "because I wouldn't be happy with anything else."